Hey everybody, I thought I'd drop on here tonight. I've had a lot of these people on here trying to argue me up and down about there's no pre-trib. As I said, ignore these people, okay? You can't convince them. I've posted many a times. The Lord took me himself to the places so I would see it, and I read it for myself. And I'm just not going to argue. I'm just not going to do it. You're out of time. I mean, bottom line, you're just out of time. While you're arguing with me, you could be saving somebody, but you're not. Because you're going to tell everybody this, and they're just going to be stuck here. I mean, if you want to be here, get to know the Antichrist, and have a good party with him, that's up to you. But I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to come down there underneath you and put a bunch of scriptures. I'm just not going to do it. I've seen the rapture in the dreams. My dreams are the same as everybody else's dreams. Use your brain. You can't, people just, I don't know what it is, but the Lord told me before I even started this, there's going to be these people that they're just going to be left behind because they do not have no reasoning. You can't talk to them. So just go on. And that's why I'm going to tell you, don't get aggravated with them. I think it's hilarious. I just ignore it and go on because I've already read it for myself. Didn't have a preacher tell it to me. Didn't hear it from a guy on the internet that told me that was the truth. I read it for myself. So I know it. But I'm going to tell you this. If you don't even believe in the pre-trib, still make yourself ready. Do not get stuck down here. Because I'm telling you, you're not going to make it 2 weeks. They're going to kill you first. I'm telling you, you're going to be dead first. There's nowhere you can run. You do not want to stay down here to get to know the Antichrist and see him come into power and everything, because they're going to come after you first. People, use the little brain that God gave us. Think about this. What does he say? The restrainer is on. Okay? The restrainer is keeping the Antichrist from coming into power. What is the restrainer? The Holy Spirit. Until the Holy Spirit is off this earth. That means us, because he's in us. It can't happen. So what starts the tribulation? That means it's not started, because it can't start until the Holy Spirit is off the earth. This is what nobody gets. When the Holy Spirit is off this earth, you're talking about chaos. Imagine the earth with no Holy Spirit. That's what's going to come. Now, when he goes, he's not going to just rip the Holy Spirit out of us. We would made ourselves ready. Why would he do that? What these people are saying is what Jesus did. If you don't believe in pre-trib, it's that you don't believe what Jesus did was good enough. Basically, that's what they're saying. And you think they're going to get raptured? No. He said there's only one way into heaven, and that's through him, and to believe on him and have faith, and those that are ready. But he said he's going to come, 2's going to be left, 1's going to be stuck. 3's going to go, 3's going to be stuck. So what's that? Oh, think about it. People, it's all there. Read it for yourself. Quit listening to these crazy people that want to be here to meet the Antichrist and get his autograph. Because that's what they want to do. They're obsessed with the Antichrist. And they believe Christians have to suffer. We can't get into heaven because we've got to suffer. I want to break this down into... let's go with their argument, okay? And I'm going to make you see how stupid it sounds. We're called what? The bride of Christ, okay? The Christians are the bride of Christ. What they're saying is, Jesus is going to pimp us out to Lucifer so we can take the mark. We're the virgin bride, but he's going to let Satan sleep with us, beat us up for 7 years. Even though we made ourselves ready, we believed, and then he's going to take us. That's how dumb it sounds, and that's exactly what they're saying. The church is the bride. He said the bride will be ready to be taken out. They're going to be caught up. like a thief in the night. In the twinkling of an eye, you're going to have a new body. People, it's right there. Ask him yourself and let him take you there. Quit listening to these people. I think it's hilarious. Everybody else gets mad and aggravated. I don't. I think it's absolutely hilarious. If they want, I just tell them, good luck. You're going to need it. Because, for one thing, the Lord told me that what they're saying is wrong. He took me to the Bible, showed me where it was, to show me that it was wrong, and that they're going to get left here. Do not be them. Because they will be left. Because they did not believe what Jesus did was good enough for them. They believe that you have to you got to suffer to get into heaven. It's not what it says, and that's not what Paul preached. Paul said, those who believe on what he did, that he died on that cross, he shed his blood for you. He did all the work. What they're saying is, it's works to get in. Jesus said, no. He did all the work. But see, they think they're gods, that they have to get in themselves. It's not what it says, people. Paul specifically told you what it was. And see, the Jews had the same issue that these people have. And that's why they're going to go through the 7-year tribulation to knock them out of it. The 7-year tribulation is not for the Gentiles, but there's going to be plenty left here because they don't believe in Jesus. But it's for the Jews. You have to learn to know who they're talking to in the Bible. If you just sit there and read that, don't study it, don't get into it, and you just hear what somebody says, and then they take a couple words out, and put it here, put it there, that's what they do. You've got to be able to discern it, to be able to half it. Who he's talking to. He's talking to two different people at this time. You got the church, which is lived by grace, and the Jews that are still going by the law. If you don't know who he's talking to in specific parts, you're going to get them confused. But people are lazy. I'm just telling you, even if you don't believe in it, get yourself ready because he's coming. Just do me this favor. Even if you don't even believe in the pre-trib, just get yourself ready anyway. Believe what Jesus did. That he died on the cross so you don't get left behind. You can thank me later when we're in heaven.